irrigation control box or lawn sprinkler system box. Normally the box works off of time, so do keep this in mind if you're toying with a sprinkler system box. Now, a thermostat, it somewhat works in a similar fashion for your house HVAC system, but it works off of temperature. So let me reiterate. The irrigation control box may work off of time. The thermostat in your house for your HVAC may work off of temperature. So whenever and it's a no-brainer that it has electricity. It has high voltage and perhaps and low voltage. It has a transformer, as one can see in the back here. There's a transformer that steps down the power. So, but there are certain things on this sprinkler system when you go to set the sprinkler system. Number one, you have the power, the incoming power. You have a power cord here that gives you 120 and somewhere 115, 120, somewhere thereabouts, plus or minus. It comes in, goes through a transformer, which I'm assuming is a step-down transformer. Now, and then it goes from there to, as one can see here, perhaps 24 volts. So then it becomes low voltage. So then you feed these voltages across here. You have a common, you have your hot wires. So your common is your C, and then your hot wires. So understanding these terminals here is a good point. Okay, now a lot of times these sprinkler systems have a battery, and one might wonder, what's the purpose of the battery? I'm not certain on that. Maybe the irrigation gurus can kind of chime in and give some input. But my theory is that the batteries with the sprinkler system, you have electricity and you may wonder why you need a battery. My theory is the battery, if the power went down when you set the program on the clock, etc., whatever you've preset it, and that's something you have to do, each individual has to do, or the contractor. Once the power is set, then if the power goes out, say you had perhaps lightning, or the power pole went down in the neighborhood, at least this would hold your power and it would power it up. I'm thinking, now I may be wrong. Now this particular box here, one may look around and have a difficulty finding where the battery's at. But if one try to get an angle shot on it, but if one looks, they can see BAT arrow. So in this particular case, this is a smaller battery than most that I have toyed with in years past, but each individual manufacturer likes to do it their way, and that is just the way it is. We have no control over that. We just learn to acclimate ourselves according to what we have, and sometimes keep your fingers crossed. Might not be bad. Okay, we remove this screw. Then we remove this screw. Once we remove this screw, then we come up here and we pull this out. And as one notes, wham, there is the battery. So, and just about par for the course, it falls in here, and it falls down in here, and we'll try our fishing skills, and got lucky and got successful on this one. But there is the battery. So, and then if one looks here, they let's see, on the, see if the top, I'm not sure how this is turned. Yeah, turn it this way. As one can see, they trying to get an angle on it where you can see BAT battery, and if one turns it this way, there's the battery. So this particular box here. Now, different boxes are configured differently. but sprinkler system boxes. But do keep in mind that that the theory of them work the same, kind of on a time situation. So, but the construction, the setting, it may be a little bit different, but there are a lot of similarities. So every year or two, you may want to change this battery to keep a a new battery in, so the battery doesn't go dead. And so, but this is how it's changed. And then we simply just take and place the screw back in here, and again we dropped it. So, but notwithstanding, this is where the battery goes for the underground sprinkler control box on this particular brand. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.